Okay, welcome back guys. As promised, today I'm back and we're gonna be adding those chords that I mentioned yesterday. I think there's no other way around it, and the way I was thinking about it, I think we should add two types. One will be a pointing device, a chord, so something that I had before already, so that will be nothing new. But then I think we need one more, and the other one will be, I think I will call it maybe QMK or something like that. And the idea behind it is to have a chord that will be able to send key code back to QMK. So like over here, when we are trying to process key codes that are from outside of the engine, so that the engine won't consume them or won't try to send them to PC, we are sending them back. But this doesn't work the way I was intending it to work, so it's a little bit broken. We are having issues with mouse keys, we are having issues with community module keys, because when they are in a chord, then the chord stops working. So I think my solution to this would be to just add those extra chords, and I think that should solve the problem. At least for the mouse keys, it used to work before. I hope it's gonna work this time around as well. And one more benefit of having our own chord for the mouse key or for the pointing device, actually doesn't have to be just the mouse, would be that we can handle scrolling on our own as well. Because from what I saw up until now, if we are not using mouse keys, we don't have a scroll available. I can have a key code of a scroll, but it's not being processed. And from what I saw, and I think from what I showed you, the way QMK is handling this kind of key code is by choosing if we have mouse keys enabled, then we just drop it to mouse keys, and mouse keys can support the whole thing, including the scroll. But if mouse keys is not included, then it goes to pointing device, and pointing device, from what I saw, can only do scroll. I haven't seen anything about can only do mouse buttons. From what I saw, I don't think it can handle scrolling. Well, even if it could, that wouldn't really help us that much, because we still need to have our own chord for that. So one way or another, we have to implement the whole thing on our own. Because we are going through this pointing device, handle buttons. Okay, so it has buttons, pressed, and the key code. Yeah, so this is from the chord. Let's take a look. If maybe I was wrong about it, but one way or another, it doesn't seem to work. Yeah, it looks like it's only processing buttons. I think we could maybe try to extend that in the future. Because over here, what do we have? We have buttons pressed. Okay, to return buttons. Okay, because it's like this, so it's only going for the buttons. Because there's like a local mouse report that is being handled. It doesn't look like it has, so I think we would need one more. It would be like handle scroll or something like that. That would look very similar to this one probably. And then we could have just like local mouse report dot, and I think for scroll, there are two variables or two members, like vertical and horizontal. So yeah, we'll have to handle this somehow. Well, anyways, that's not our task for today. Today we're gonna be doing those chords that I have mentioned, and I think we should start maybe with the parsing part. I think I'm gonna stick them somewhere over here. just behind this, because we have a single dance, so this single dance is the same type of chord that I would like to use for the mouse key. I'm just gonna borrow this whole code from here and I can call it mine. Okay, for the mouse key I'm gonna go with PD, just like I had it before, so it's gonna be pointing device. Later on I think we should take a look if we can have any kind of a shortcut calling them, like we have for KC. That's so much mess over here. Right, keycodes, we have something like this. So we have alternate short keycodes, but we don't have mouse over here, and the reason for that is if we have anything that is from within these two sets, the engine will prepend KC underscore, but mouse keys, they start with MS probably. So yeah, we can't use that, because if we put them over here, we will get KC underscore MS underscore and the button, and then we will have a issue trying to compile this thing. We already have enough compilation problems on our own. Alrighty, so it's gonna be like this. PD, we don't need to change anything, I guess. Pseudo layer keycode, the value will be the original keycode from QMK. I think I will just focus maybe now on the pointing device chords. We're gonna do the whole thing, test them, and then we can go back and try to do basically the same thing with QMK. Maybe I will change my mind along the way how I'm gonna name them. Maybe I won't name them QMK, maybe I will just name them like EX or EXT for external. I don't know. Or external would make sense because they're gonna be handled externally outside of the engine, so maybe it's not a bad idea. So we have this thing done over here, so we should be able to get an output from parser. It would be nice to go back. Okay, I think I'm gonna let me change this because it's gonna be too much changing there and back, so I can have my small keymap file, this one that we used before. So there's only one button over here for the mouse, or maybe two. Yeah, it's over here. Oh, let's remove that. Let's do KC. I don't know. We have G. Let's do KCX. I'm not gonna be using this layer, so I just want to get rid of this chord. And over here is our mouse button. Let's do it like this. Not KC, PD. And it's supposed to be button 1. So over here, the key code would be nice. I think we should extend this one. I really would like to have them like this, like a short version. That would be cleaner. Okay, so what do we have here? Key code upper, in, alternate. Okay, alternate. Okay, so it's like this. Let's return key code. Yeah, I think we would have to change, maybe add one more. I don't think we can combine them together. And so this expand is happening over here. We have original key code. It makes me wonder if maybe we could use the match structure here as I was looking at it. Although we can get away with just if else and return. So we have it like this. Let's say we're gonna do alternate short key code. Okay, does it make sense to go through all this trouble just for a bunch of mouse keys? I think maybe not so much, but I guess still we have to. Let's do it like this. Alternate to mouse short key codes. Okay, can we do like alternate? Yeah, I think we could do something like this. Middle mouse button left. That makes sense, maybe. And we're gonna return. What we're gonna return? Middle mouse is button 3. And then let's call it mouse button. Okay, this one is left. Mouse button left. Is it not gonna be too misleading? Mouse button right. That's gonna be button 2, I suppose. And then we have middle mouse button. Or maybe just stick to this. We have only gonna be btn. I think it would be better if you just take a look so we don't mess up. So maybe we could just give up on those alternate names over here. Even I am lost already, even though I just wrote it. Which one is what? And we're just gonna do the short supported short key code. So we're gonna have like btn1, btn2, btn3, and like all of the stuff that's there. I think we have to also include like the acceleration and everything else. But then if I think about it, because for us we need to take care of mouse button 1, 2, 3, and we need to take care of scroll. So horizontal and vertical scroll. But the mouse keys, for example, they also have some other stuff there, like acceleration, like moving mouse up and down. So these would need to be sent back to the engine. So that might be a little bit troublesome, I suppose, to distinguish. For example, if someone else would be trying to use the engine and would like to have the mouse keys. So that might be misleading what is what, because he won't be able to use mouse keys. Okay, but okay, I think I'm gonna split this into two. So pointing device would be mouse buttons and scroll. horizontal and vertical. So to have it a little bit different from what the mouse keys are offering. And then we can do mouse keys. I think mouse keys will be just sending them as an external thing. So that will be sent back to the engine. So we won't be making an additional chord for the mouse keys. We're just gonna send them all together. So I guess now I need to have... Okay, can I have the same naming, for example? Can I have a button 1, button 2, and so forth? Yeah, I guess that shouldn't matter, right? So we have them over here. So it mouse up, down. Okay, so there's another issue. We can't have up and down because this one is used already. Yes, now it's page up, up. Okay, there is up over here. So we can't have mouse up. I mean, we can't have it like this. Yes, we can't have a short key code for that, because if I drop up in keymap file over here, so that will be misleading. Which up is it? Is it up from the arrows or is it up from the mouse? Well, I guess we might have to leave it as it is, so without any renaming then. So if we do like PD, like pointing device chord, then we just need to drop full name. So it's gonna be ms underscore button 1. I mean, it would be okay for almost everything else except for those arrows. Okay, yeah, so we don't have to worry about mouse up and down for now. We just need to do button was 1, 2, 3, maybe even all the way to 8, if that makes sense even. Yeah. Oh, well, actually, well, I'm using only 3. Most of the keyboards probably will be using only 3. I don't see anyone using mouse for that and wanting to have more. All right, let's do button 1, button 2. Okay, so we have 8 mouse buttons. 1, 2, Then we have wheel up, wheel horizontal up, wheel horizontal, PL. Okay, so that will be all that we need to support in our chord. So mouse acceleration and all the mouse up and down, we're gonna leave it for external. Okay, are those names correct? It looks like it's all good. Do it like this. Result. We have an empty string. Done. Right. Okay, can I just use the key code here? So over here, what we have, what's gonna be, gonna swap it, and then it's gonna add KC or just return. Makes me wonder if I can do it like this. Code equals like this. Okay, then if we don't hit any of this, so if key code in, if it's in those short ones, then it should change this key code to that, right? It should add MS. and just return at the end. I think we can take a look if we can generate something. Of course, errors everywhere. How is there an error? Ah, beauty of Python. Okay, so it's generated. And how does it look like? Okay, it's not how I wanted it to look. No, wait. Okay, I forgot to change the name. Over here it's gonna be single dance mouse. Like this. I think I can even copy paste and then we can redo this function later. Let's add it over here. Okay, I have something, but that's not what I want. Let's change it to that. Okay, that's it for now. Right, so looks like I have it correctly. So button 1. So where's the problem? Okay, I think we have to, we have to extract that. Okay, we still have that. Okay. All right. So that is correct. Unpack by keycode. Okay, so that's not quite. I think we'll have to do it like this. Because this one is for the bare ones, like we have KC something, like over here. I could as well just drop 5, so that would be parsed differently. So it wouldn't start with that. And that is interesting because, like, what will happen if it's not KC? Let's drop, for example, over here on this layer, let's drop just 1. See what happens. Okay, it parsed it correctly. Okay, so that would only add AC. Okay, so that is correct. So what happens with our button? So we are over here. The key code is not from within any of these, but we have to strip it first. But this one doesn't really apply to us. We have to redo the whole thing. Okay, so we will have a PD. How about I change this? So key code will be unpack original key code. And now let's do expand key code. Okay, now it's correct. Now we have ms underscore button 1, so So that should be working for all of them, probably. So this is done correctly. We have the correct value right now. So it's gonna be this. We're gonna have single dance mouse. So now we have to jump into the template file from which the whole thing is being generated, and we have to focus on what we can do over here. Right, I forgot one thing. Over here we have to include pointing .h, otherwise we won't have access to all the stuff that I need for mouse. But over here. Looks like I had some custom buttons, or maybe these are the old ones. I have no idea why I have this over here. Also, I think we can move out all of this stuff to the outside. Why? Because like over here we are sending the report. So like over here we are sending buttons. We get the report over here. And maybe for now let's test if this only compiles, and if I have the mouse working correctly, if I can have a chord with it. Need to upload. Something is off. Mouse buttons. Yeah, it makes me wonder, why do I have a separate variable for that, for the mouse buttons? Like I couldn't use report.buttons. No errors. But that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so mouse seems to be working. Okay. Oh, you're right, I don't have this chord over here. Oh, god damn it. So now I have to go back to my original keymap file. Let's do it like this. Maybe I'll be able to swap all of these to okay, that is interesting because this is a mod key. And how come? I think there should be more than that. Ah, yes, and we have all the scroll. I think I overlooked one key because I have a mod layer and looks like there is no right key there. So you can't technically do like a middle mouse click with Control or Shift, something like that. And I think I should change that. Should be something like that. So one thumb 0 and BL. And here I should do it. Button 3. Okay, let's try generate and see what's broken. Wrong code for the key. I did BL and BL1 actually, like this. Okay, no errors. Hello chords, welcome back. Looks like this whole stuff will take us more time that I was anticipating. I was supposed to be so quick. Just add 2 chords and half of the code is already done. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Alright, so mouse seems to be still working. And yeah, I can drag and do everything, so that's a plus. And now over here I should have a tab, and I don't have a tab. What the hell? Right, I need to change. I forgot to change this part, so we have to go back because I'm still processing everything the old way. Okay, over here I think we need to go back to the original stuff. How's your day, chords? What have you been up to? Okay, now we are back to the original code. So for now, there is no support for community module keys and all of this. Now everything is basically, it's either engine, or if it's a basic QMK key code, then it's being sent. So but technically it will send the community key also outside, but we're gonna change that. So almost everything will be from within the engine. I didn't know we have a photo blog. Multi-talented, drawing, photography. Tell me you're also doing music. Okay, let's take a look. Alright, so mouse still works. Yes, I have my chord back, so I have my tab. This should be escape, and the mouse works. Perfect. Perfect. So looks like I didn't really need this special, or maybe not special, but this additional variable for the mouse keys. Everything seems to be working like that, but we have to take a look at the rest of the keys because we have all the way up to 8. Okay, what about the scroll? Yeah, well, we have a scroll as well. Let's see, do I have anything that I can scroll left or right? Something that doesn't fit on one screen. I think it was here something, keycodes. Alright, let's try. Yes, left and right also works. Perfect. Having scroll that goes left and right is such a godsend. Absolutely awesome feature. Okay, so for chordy we still have to add some more things, but we are not done with those basic chords, because like the additional thing that I mentioned just now, there is also a feature that you can scroll with your mouse. You can scroll up and down and left and right. But I had to comment out all of this code because my mouse wasn't working. I mean, those mouse keys from QMK wasn't working, but since we are not using them anymore, I think I can just uncomment that, but maybe do some cleanup as well. But before we jump to that, we have to do our community module keys, because right now if I try to send it, it will send some garbage back to the computer, which we don't want. Yeah, makes me wonder at the same time, just to be on the safe side. Okay, I think I can get rid of all of that. Just to be on the safe side, because over here I'm not quite sure how it's gonna work if we have because this part is for like everything that is outside of the engine, but this is meant if we mix the keys, but not in the key map def like we do over here. So this one is not meant for these keys. It's meant if we had it mixed up like here, so that at some point maybe here we would have like a typical QMK code. So that's the part that it's meant for. Alright, anyways, now we have to go back and do. Okay, I'm not done with the mouse keys. Like, do I really have to implement all 8 of them? I don't feel like doing so, but I think I should check, like, is it what is actually the type for these buttons? I think it should be 8-bit. Oh, but you need to have a membership, right? If you want to play this. I don't have that. Besides, I'm not that much of a fan of this stuff. I bought Switch when it was released, I think last year, March. And I hardly touched it since then. I still have Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't even started it yet. Okay, report.h. Is it? Okay, repeat. I can't see report.h. Be faster if we like this, maybe. Mouse, pointing device, pointing, and where is this report? Pointing, transaction, transport. There it is. Oh, it was in different folder outside of Quantum. What do we have over here? Where is it? Digitizer. Okay, mouse D. Where is the button? It depends on the extended, if we have extended report or not. Okay, so buttons is this, so it's 8-bit. I hope I'm doing it correctly. The last one will be the highest beat, 1 to 8, right? Right? Or maybe not. If someone complains that it's broken, then I will come back and fix it. Okay, so mouse buttons done. Next thing, those external key codes. So we're gonna be needing yet another chord for that. Let's call it like this. We're gonna drop it over here. Why would it make a space in front of that? Anyways, how are we gonna call it? X like this? Is there any other X over here? Next. Okay, so I guess we are good to go. So it's gonna be the same extraction method like over here. Let's call it single dance external. Oh damn it, I removed the code. Oh shit, that was sending. Oh no. I hope I still have it here. I removed the code that was sending this external key back to QMK. Okay, I have not regenerated. I am safe. I think I should update my notes on what I have changed so far. Okay, so we added DB or mouse. So now we're working on this external thingy. How do we proceed with that? So for external ones, we just need to extract. We don't have to expand it because that has to be the original code. We won't be able to accommodate for all of that. So we just need to extract whatever there is between the parentheses and just put it there. That should be the code. Okay, then let's go back to the template. And I think I can just copy whatever is on the standard chord. So, where is it? Single dance. Let's borrow this. Let's wait. So it's gonna be single dance. external. I think I should move my function that was extracting the original key code from a chord. Okay, this one. Move it up a little bit. But then I don't have to put like a forward definition. I think we can do it like this. I hope all of this stuff is already defined here. If not, we will put it at the end and then make the forward definition. Okay, so on activated, it's not gonna be key in like this. It has to be we have to extract the real code and we have to send it back to QMK. What was this part? This too? Maybe like this. But over here. Okay, do we have to extract? I don't think so, because we will be getting the key code that is assigned with it. We won't be. It's not a key code that comes in. It's the whole chord. So, and the chord will have the original key code. You don't have to extract that. But maybe we won't be needing this function anyway. We just have to. Okay, this one goes away. This one. Register record key code. Okay, so this one will be the value 1. We are not sending anything here, but we can change the state. Nothing sending here. Okay, that is. I have my doubts for this code, but yeah, who knows? Maybe it will work. It only makes me wonder. Okay, we don't have this event over here. Okay, so we have to make it. We have to make it that it's being pressed. Okay, the problem here is that we don't have the event anywhere. We don't have the structure. Makes you wonder, how can I build one? Because like over here we have the key record, so that we are building it. So I assume I can do similar trickery with a key event. But the question is, like, how can I make it like pressed is like boolean, or what is it? Oh yes, it's a boolean over here. The question is, do I need to have the key event type? Because I won't be having that either. Maybe I can use one of these. There are some predefined ones. Let's see. Okay, so type equals the event like this, and then we have pressed equals true. I don't know if we need anything else to make it work. Okay, there's a key position, but like I won't have that. The time, I don't know if we need it anymore. I mean, I don't know if we need it at all. Okay, let's leave it like this. So now the question is, if we deactivate, I think we should send one more. So let's put these. Not like this. Let's put this over here. double this. So that is on if we activate, and if we deactivate, then I think we should change. We should change this value to false. So this should mean that we release the key. And this code has potential to kill the stream. Okay, does it look good? It looks good. Is it gonna work? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. I think I should save this somewhere. At least for now. Alrighty, so let's go back to key map. I think I will do the small one because I had my keys over there and I have not implemented them yet in the Kima 5 for Cordy. So let's change this to external. There's no VDL. Okay, there's no VDL. And I have to change this over here. I've made a mistake. I changed this module, then I compiled my keyboard for work, and I left. So I left with this part of code, which is instead of switching desktops, it will output L or R. And you can imagine my surprise when I tried to change the virtual desktop at work, and it didn't work. And this is very important for me to have this. I mean, I can still do it with a normal key combo, so maybe that's not that bad. Yeah, but still, way more pressing different key. I have to press 3 keys instead of 1, or maybe 2. Okay, so I don't want to change desktops right now. Let's leave it like this. I just want my letters to be output. I wonder if it's gonna work. Very curious. Right, let's see. Generate. Okay, no errors. What do we have in the... Okay. That's the template. Where's the source code? Over here. Okay, looks like we have the correct key code without any additional garbage. So if what I did there, if it's correct, then you should just fetch this and send it back to QMK. And if QMK doesn't explode with whatever we are sending there, then we should get a proper output, and then it should release the key and everything should be fine. I guess I should maybe ask on Reddit if this is a okay approach to generate the key event like that. Now the question is if it will even compile. Of course it didn't compile. Oh, yeah, right, so this key to index, we don't need that. Okay, but what's the name? Afflicting types for, okay, keycode. Keycode to index, what? That's a strange error. So okay, so it's complaining about chord to key code. Okay, because it's not defined. All right, but the good thing is that we don't need this function, at least for now, because we don't have a key code here. We have to get away without the single dance external. Okay, over here. Let's comment it out. Okay, so the error is here. We don't have the record. Okay, I was so hasty to change that. We have event over here. So it should be like this. No mercy on me. What is it right now? Introspection.c. Oh, where did that come from? Okay, finally. So that's gonna be interesting. Alrighty. Okay, so this works. Okay. And that was a mouse key, and oh shit, it works. We got R. Cool. And it's not blocking, so looks like it's also sending the depressed code as well. So I press R, it shows R, but like now if I change to a different letter, I get K, so R is not locked, so it looks like it's working. No way, no way, that is so cool. That is so cool. So I think we can try changing my main engine. I mean my main keymap file from chord D. And since we are here already, I guess I could swap. Okay. I can swap those keys that I am using for switching desktops. I just need to find. My God, I really need to write some kind of an app to have this like chord editing easier. I do have an idea how it should work, but it's a little bit worse with the execution. I have no idea how to write it. I mean, I can't decide on the language, so I was thinking maybe I should go with something that doesn't require like too much work. That would be maybe Delphi and Lazarus, because it has all those controls ready for you, so you can just use that, and that would be kind of easy. Delphi is not complicated. At the same time, I was also thinking maybe something else, because like maybe some kind of a web stuff, really difficult to decide. And of course it's gonna take a while to write, so probably I won't be doing this on stream. But that would be very handy, because editing JSON file like that, it's a real pain. Okay, so these two, FL, FR. So now I need to find the key code. Okay, I have them here already. So I just need to change this to external, like so. Okay, generate, upload, and compile, and don't break. Okay, so mouse works, keyboard works, escape tab, enter. Okay, we are not getting anything back if we release the layer. And now the elephant in the room. Am I gonna be getting left and right? Left and right, perfect. Great. So I think I can call it a win today. We got this stuff working. So I think I can add over here. Okay, add export to keycodes that need to be sent back to UMK. Oh my god, are we done? Is it like everything that I needed to fix on this keyboard? Let's see. Where's the mouse? Okay, let's just disconnect the keyboard. Okay, so what's there that we need to test? Okay, this layer works, this one works. I have a mouse key over here, I have scroll, this one works. I have my custom module key, so that is okay as well. What's there? For example, if I do, okay, how was caps lock? No, that's not it. I think I had caps lock over here. Okay, we have caps lock. So okay, that was that the leader key. No, but let's see. Let's do the leader key. Let's see if I can get it to program mode. Okay, so leader works as well. Okay, one more thing. Okay, how was it for the string? If I okay, string is being sent correctly as well. Alright, so I think that's it. I think we managed to fix the engine and everything is working. No way. Yeah, I have nothing else on my to-do list. There are a few changes that I have to do with the engine. I mean, I need to change a few chords, but I think we can do it. I think I will either do it off stream, or maybe I will postpone this until I have a tool to edit that, but that's gonna be quite some time, I'm afraid. Okay, numpad specials. Yeah, looks like everything works. Holy shit. Okay, function keys and everything. Nice, nice. Okay, over here I should also point out we have also add not only the cord for the mouse, but also we are handling extra keys. I misspell it. It should be keycodes over here. Okay, so from the template, have I removed the function? Or have I kept it? Alright, this one. So let's keep it from here. I think I should save that just in case for the future. Do we need to fix anything inside the template? We have a single dance mouse. We have... Okay, I haven't cleaned this one up. Right, I think I can just maybe move that to the end over here. We haven't changed anything else aside of that. And quick look at the end of the template file. There is also not much because we went back to the original code over here. Yep, there is nothing else that we need to change. Okay, let's regenerate. Upload. I think it is the fact that I moved the report sent or the mouse. I don't think it should change anything. I think it should still work. That was probably just a duplication. So the question is, does it work? That looks like it does. Yeah, perfect. So just a tiny cleanup. Okay, but there is still some stuff missing from chord D. Because as I said, I removed the part of the code that was responsible for scrolling with the mouse, which is a must-have. But I think we should be able to bring it back easily. I should also clean up code for chord D. There's a lot of mess over here. All the stuff that I was like adding and removing over the years, technically. I think I was handling it somewhere over here. Yes, mouse pointing device task user. So that is used for scrolling with the encoder. Does it even work right now? Probably not. Yes, it doesn't work, but that's not a surprise. I have to uncomment this one as well. Okay, and I'm gonna clean this up maybe sometime later. For now, I just need to uncomment that. This one is not needed. This one is not needed. Okay, so this one will take a look which layer is now used on the engine. So if it's one of these, scroll H or PD scroll V, then it will just output scroll in the direction that I am moving the mouse. So it will prevent the mouse from moving, so there will be no output for the mouse cursor, so the cursor will be stuck in place, but I can still move the ball and this movement will be translated into the scroll. But I think there is a feature in QMK. I think I saw it, that like a built-in scroll, and I think they have even this cool thing that they call high resolution scrolling. I need to check that out. Maybe I don't have to do all this trickery, but maybe I can have a proper scroll. Okay, so we can enable it like this. Yeah, but do I have to do anything aside from enabling it? Because like, does it mean it's gonna be just intercepting the mouse and just scrolling instead of moving the mouse? Oh yes, there is something over here, drag scroll or mouse scroll. Okay, so it's a little bit different than what I have. I mean, it's, the idea is the same. Yes, I'm doing it the same way inside the same function, pointing device task user. Okay, if set scrolling, so I could change that because I have two variables that define that. So yeah, but I have left and right at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna check if my scrolling works, and maybe I will give it a shot. I need to think about this implementation from QMK if I want to try that. I mean, mine is okay because I'm using it the same way. So I was thinking that maybe my implementation might be broken in some way, but looks like I am on track. It's complaining about what? Pointing device, mouse buttons. Where is that? Record DC. Maybe that one was needed, but I don't need that. I don't need mouse buttons here because I'm only changing this in the report. So yeah, mouse buttons shouldn't be changed. And what else seems to be the issue here? Okay, housekeeping task. Process magnetic encoder. Okay, that is interesting because it was working. Update user. Okay, I think I know what the problem is because I don't have this file over here. So I moved everything to a different folder that was a different key map that was used for checking all this stuff. But like after it started working, I started adding all the stuff that was in the original folder. So basically it became like the main working folder. I have to clean this up as well, because initially that was just to check the engine, but then when the engine was working, I started moving things. Now it shouldn't complain that this function is wrong. Okay, it's still complaining. Implicit declaration. Have I make a mistake? Process magnetic encoder. Okay, no, it's correct. The name is correct. So looks like it's not including this file. And why is that? Okay, that is odd. What seems to be the problem? It's a community module, so I think it should be included, right? There shouldn't be a problem over there. Okay, right. I copy a file, that one. Right, so that's the original that is being used, and I think by now I should be like okay, knowing that whenever there's an error, there has to be something wrong with my code instead of like looking around. Now it should be okay, because I was missing this one module. So right now it should compile without any issues. Holy shit. That's a surprise. Okay, module is added. Magnetic encoder, so it's correct. Oh, that is funny. What will happen if I try to compile the older one? Same. That is a little bit odd because it's not complaining from this module. There's no problem. but it's complaining about those functions. What is wrong? All right. I forgot to include this file. Why was I thinking it should be included automatically? Well, maybe it would have been added if I was using it properly. If I would change that to introspection .h and .c, then it would be added automatically, but then it would be added only to the key map file. Yeah, that would make sense, I guess. So we can do it the same way we have engine done. And then, because keymap file is empty, right? Keymap file is empty for chordy right now, because everything that is happening is inside this introspection.c and .h. And these two are being added to the keymap file by QMK. So the H file is like prepended and the C file is then I think appended. If I would change that and if I would move this to keymap file, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I think it will be cleaner than having to deal with like including all this stuff. Alrighty, where is my source? Over here. Now this one will also compile. No problem. There is a problem. Housekeeping task user, multiple definitions. Right, because we have one. Okay. Introspection.c. I think I should change that. So we are not using the main name. We should change this. Fast. So let's do it like this. Buttery engine. And maybe this one as well. So it won't be getting in the way of other stuff. Like over here I have my main file where I am processing this. Housekeeping task user, so then it will collide with what I have in a module. So I guess I should change that. Very good that we have this feature that we can add like the name of the module. Okay, so this and this. Over here, I think I have it. Direction, movement. Yeah, I think I should change that. I think I should add housekeeping plus user magnetic encoder and it's void over here. Okay, I have it like this, right? So this one is being calling this one process magnetic encoder. Why do I have that here? I don't need that here, I suppose, because this one will be called. Then we're gonna hit process magnetic encoder. And this one will just read everything. All right, okay, so this is where I'm calling it. Okay, so that should do it. So yeah, that was a mistake on my part, as usual. We don't need that, but we need this definition. We can handle it. So this is happening inside. We changed the names. Maybe I should try to compile. And then I think I will try to change the file names for the magnetic encoder and see what happens. So it will be included with the keymap file. Okay, it compiled. I wonder if it's gonna work. Okay, do I have a scroll? Yes, it works. It leaves. Great. I think it's going too good today. So the next step, so we have this working. Ah yes, I forgot about the scroll from the ball. It doesn't work. That is not good. That is not good. I don't need that extern over here. I need pseudo layer. I think I need that. if a report comes in, okay, if we are going like left, up and down, we change this. Okay, return report. Oh, suddenly it stopped working. Is this old firmware? What is happening? Okay, that is odd. There is no output from the keyboard. It was working just now. I think I know what happened because I uploaded the other key map, which doesn't have a battery engine in it. So it was just empty key map file. Well, no wonder it's not working. Thank God we have boot magic. Okay, still not working. What the hell? This one should be alright. Okay, now output from the keyboard. That is very odd. As I said, it was going too well today, and now it's broken. Why is there no output? Is it about this that I have changed the naming? Well, that should be getting called either way. Yeah, probably that might be the issue. Yeah, but these keys, they are also getting, so that is correct, process record. So housekeeping task user. Okay, it's not user, it's task hello. All right, my bad. So this one wasn't getting called at all, and probably the same process record. It was process record. Yes, process record over here. Oh my god, such a mistake. And of course I changed, instead of changing in the template, I changed in the source file. That's Buttery engine over here. And over here, so this should do the trick. Generate and upload. How about now? Yes, finally, we are back. But the scrolling still doesn't work. Not good. I am not happy about that. Okay, but it's blocking the mouse, but it's not sending any output. Like right now, I am moving the ball, but it's not scrolling. So that's something. Okay, maybe before I jump into this, maybe I should take a look on my community modules. What do we have over here? I wanted to change this magnetic encoder. So if I change this to introspection, then it will be included into keymap file, but do I really need that right now? Yes, because I still have to include this thing. And if I do it like this, then they will all end up in keymap file. All right, let's do it. Let's change that. So it goes like this: introspection, introspection. And I think over here I don't have to include this anymore. And over here I need to do some changes. So this one goes away. And I have to move this part. These two, all of that. Oh, I need these. Why is this global? I have no idea. Let's clean this up. Okay, this one needs to be defined as extern, but let me think about it. Probably not anymore, because if we move everything to keymap, then everything will be inside the same file, so this one won't be extern anymore. Okay, let's leave it like this. Although that's not the keymap file that I wanted. Okay, this one. Do I need that? No, I can leave it. Alright, I guess that will be it. Let's see if it will compile like this. So we changed the encoder, magnetic encoder. Whoa. Alright, we don't have these thresholds from here. Okay, that looks scary, but maybe we can fix it with just one copy paste. I hope I removed that. Okay, removed. How about now? Okay, still something's off. Okay, current pseudo layer. Okay, that is interesting, because I think in the end they all gonna end up in the same file, keymap.c. Based on what they say over here on the community modules, introspection.c.h. After user keymap. And because over here, this introspection.h, we do have this pseudo layer. Is it defined here? Oh, it's not. It is not. Okay, so it's in this file. Alright, so let's make it extern then. Okay, it compiled. Okay, so is my encoder working? It's not working. Holy shit. Or maybe the keyboard is not working at all. Sometimes it will, yeah. That's kind of funny. Whenever I upload firmware, then the keyboard will lock. Okay, it's scrolling. Perfect. So I guess I will have to push this to my GitHub, this latest change. Okay, so magnetic encoder we have fixed, so it should be less problematic right now. That was a mistake as well, to base it on those like user functions. It should have everything like within the module, like it is right now. Yeah, so this one will be called automatically, this one will call this function, and from here we'll be calling this update user. So if it's defined, then it will be handled somewhere, and if it's not, because it's over here, it's a weak definition, so nothing will happen. Okay, so that's done. And what happened with my scroll? Why it's not scrolling? Okay, it's not scrolling left or right, and up and down. Makes me wonder what is the problem over here. I haven't changed these layers, I guess. All the same stuff. Pointing device, task user. I don't think I have this anywhere else. Otherwise compiler would be complaining. Okay, but the question is what is happening with that, because when this one is returned, I might be changing it somewhere else. But 1 second, if I hold it, okay, so yeah, so there is no mouse movement, so it means that is correct. Somehow it's not processing the scroll. But that is rather simple stuff. That should work without any issues. So the question is, what is wrong? If this is a wrong pseudo layer, do they even work? Let's do some print debugging. Over here, maybe let's do it like this. Which pseudo layer are we on? And I am interested in report, so let's do it like this. Report.h. and horizontal and vertical. I think that should do it. Very curious what happened, because obviously it's getting inside this layer because the mouse stops moving, but it's not scrolling, which is rather odd. Okay, so the report is not changing, so we still have 0. But the layers are okay, so it's 4 and 5. It makes you wonder, why do I even need these? Okay, I was like gathering some stuff, so it wasn't moving like... Okay. Right, what will happen if I just leave it like that? Let's not do this kind of... I think it might be moving too slow. Okay, and where are we now? Oh, I see some huge numbers over there. Yes, that's a bit too fast to my liking. Well, at least it works. Okay, so the scroll is done. I would like to take a look at this scroll over here. So accumulated. So this is basically almost what I had. I think I'm gonna use that instead of my code. I had a step and then there was a threshold. But maybe on a float it might work better, might be more smooth. Let's see how it goes. We can test that. And if I don't like it, I can always come back and change to my own implementation. What do we have here? This one will be vertical. My bad. Like this. Okay, we don't want any output onto the mouse. And over here. And this one goes here. Okay, so this processing has to be right inside. So let's move that over here. So like this. And like this. Okay, so we have our processing kind of separated. So if you're on the photo layer, scroll accumulated. Okay, let's see how it works, if it even works with my broken code. Let's give it a proper name. This one. Okay, how is the scroll now? Okay, it's smooth. No difference from my own code. Okay, it's mine now. And can I scroll left and right? Yes, perfect. Holy shit, that is so good. Alright, so looks like we managed to fix all of the issues that we've been having. So we have changed the magnetic encoder, so it shouldn't cause any problems in the future. Battery engine works, all the chords work. We have mouse chords, we have external chords that go straight to QMK, and therefore we can also use keycodes that are like from community modules or anything else that is like outside of normal code range. What else? Damn, so many things fixed today. What are we gonna be doing tomorrow? No idea. Alright, so I think that's it for today. I will need to take a look and maybe update my GitHub and prepare the engine also for a change. Oh, that will be a huge change because it's totally like upside down from what it is now from what it was, like what it is on the repo on DennyTom's repo, and yeah, so it's gonna be completely different structure right now. I hope he's still accepting any kind of changes to this repository. Alright, so I think I'll be back tomorrow with something else. There is plenty of stuff to do, so worry not, we'll be doing something. And yeah, today, fruitful day. I am very happy. We are finishing off with nothing broken. That hardly ever happens. And okay, if you managed till the end, thank you very much for watching. Have plenty of rest, come back tomorrow, and yeah, bye bye.